In 1983, Katie Marlowe made a breeding that made an impact in today's dogs. The litter I am talking about was when she bred her Fanny dog, double-bred granddaughter of Bass Tramp Redboy, back to Redboy. This breeding was very similar to the famous Chavis's Yellow John dog. From this breeding came Bingo, Amber, and a few others. As a pup, Bingo was raised and campaigned by Katie Marlowe at the age of 2. His first and only match was during the summer of '85 against a highly regarded dog going for his grand championship. After 1 minute and 27 seconds, Bingo defeated the 4-time winner in great fashion. Shortly after he was matched, Katie sold him to Steel Fire Kennels. 3 years later, in the summer of 1988, the SDJ had an advertisement posted by Steel Fire Kennels to sell Bingo. At the time, I kept a yard of tight yellow John-bred dogs. After talking to Fletcher Chavis, who was my main influence in the Redboy dogs, I became very interested in a dog that I thought would make a big impact to my yard. Bingo would bring the Redboy blood up close. Once I got Bingo in my yard, I wanted to personally see if he was as good as they say. He was rolled several times in which he proved to me that he was going to be used as my primary stud dog. Bingo was bred to approximately 26 different gyps during the time I had him. 20 of those gyps were my own. Although he was bred to a lot of great females, some of the ones that come to mind are Marlowe's Peaches, Esslinger, Bailey's Lacey, Bailey's Paycheck, Pure Yellow John, Richardson's Cream, Elvira, 2XW, and Bailey's Cherry. When he was bred to Peaches, the litter of pups consisted of WCC's Deacon Rom, Crenshaw's Hunter Red Rom, GRCH Radar, Charlie's Justice, 2XW, and Red Girl, 1XW and 1XL Dead Game. With Lacey's breeding came Champion Bubba, Rangel's Durango, Ginger, and Spooty. The last litter I would like to mention was Bingo's breeding to Richardson's Cream. This litter consisted of 2 females that automatically come to mind. The 2 females were Blitz and Twister, dam of Pitstop's Red Rom. Other dogs that I would like to mention produced by Bingo were Bailey's Crypt, a.k.a. Bo, Bailey's Cadillac, Bailey's O. Stevens, Red Ape, Garner's Hap, and Champion Monkey Man. With those dogs in mind, Bingo has produced at least 2 champions and 1 Grand C. The last dog I would like to mention in details is Bailey's Crypt. In 1998, I reacquired Crypt back from a long-time friend. At the time, he was 6 years old. Crypt was the result of breeding Bailey's Cherry to Bingo. Crypt, unlike his father, produced dogs with a very hard bite. At the same time, he also produces game dogs with great wind, Redboy traits. Most of the dogs Crypt has produced are now just becoming of age. So far, he has shown me that he will produce as good, if not better, than his father, Bingo, since he is producing hard bitters that are game and long-winded. To this date, he has currently produced 6 one-time winners and 1 two-time winner. Hunter Red was originally owned by James C. I spoke to him about Hunter Red about a year back, and he said that he sold Hunter Red to Thomas S. because he was a poor quality match dog. Thomas subsequently owned the dog for quite a while, and the stud fee was fairly low, around $300 US, if my memory is correct. He was bred a lot, some say, over 200 times. He has produced well thought with many 1- and 2-time winners to his credit, plus a couple of champions. Thomas later sold him to the Tennessean, along with some excellent dogs that Thomas had championed and grand championed from Robert H. E.S. stock. Robert H. got rid of most of his yard when he went over to Iraq during the Gulf War. Who knew such an exceptional litter would have been produced out of Robert's old Rom Booger bitch? Anyways, this is a little off topic, but somewhat related. The Tennessean consequently raised the stud fee price for Hunter Red to $1,000 US. This is good and bad. First, the good. Higher stud fee will get rid of a lot of people who are just looking to peddle paper and will bring in the more serious dog man with good proven bitches. The bad is that some will think that a high stud fee means a great producer. I personally think Hunter Red is a very good producer who will show better offspring now because he is being bred to better bitches. Hunter Red also had two excellent brothers. One is the Rom Deacon dog and the dead game champion Radar Man. Deacon, unlike Hunter Red, was a match-quality dog and has produced exceptionally well considering the number of breedings that were made with him. Some say ROM is not an indication of producing ability, that it could be just a lucky litter. That's true, but Deacon has also produced the multi-winning Don King dog and a number of 1- and 2-time winners. Deacon is also only the second Redboy male to reach ROM status. The first was Yellow John. Hunter Red's main breeding areas were the southern states, while Deacon was bred in the more northern states. It is true that some would say the Redboy dogs are soft-mouth dogs, but there is no doubt about their gameness. Mouth can always be added. Gameness should still be the primary concern. A lot more could be said about these dogs, so I hope someone will jump in and continue this.